Okay, now I want to talk about the next category of self-defeating behaviors, and that's our incredibly developed capacity to fit ourselves to unacceptable people and situations, which I shorthand here as CRAP or CRAPFIT. This is one of those double-sided coins that served us beautifully when we were kids, when maybe we had a terrible situation we had no choice but to live with, like a drunk parent or kids who were cruel to us at school. And we learned to pretend, what? That it wasn't happening. And thank God we got good at this, because otherwise we maybe wouldn't have held it together while it was happening. But when this talent for tolerating intolerable conditions is left to keep spreading, it gets internalized, and it can consume our perception of reality and waste years of our lives. So this whole video is about ways that we crap fit to terrible people and situations, getting stuck, and unable to see clearly that our best interest is to leave. The classic and best known form of crap fit is what is commonly called codependence. We get together with people who have serious problems, drugs, alcoholism, financial problems, and we fit ourselves to them. They become a project we can organize our lives around, which is easy to do when you have no clear direction of your own. And we fancy ourselves as helpers or saviors for them. And they're happy to feed this idea of us until, of course, it starts cramping their style and they try to push us away. And we're like, hey, I was only trying to help. And I'll talk about the pain involved in this strategy in a moment. But something that often goes hand in hand with helping is blaming ourselves. Now, God knows we are sometimes the perpetrators of problems, and we deserve a share of the blame. But when we go nuts with blaming ourselves for things that are not our fault, this is a crap fit too. It's a form of manipulation. And like all crap fit, it comes from very good intentions. Because after all, if something is our fault, then it's possible to fix it. The guy says he doesn't love you. Maybe that's because you did something wrong. And if you can figure out what it is and fix it, maybe he'll become the man you want him to be. But what if his not loving you is not something you caused? I mean, not everyone can be the one, right? So sometimes it's not right, or the love isn't there, and we can't force it by pretending it's something we did. Loving somebody who doesn't love us back is so hard, and it's so understandable why we might spin out a bit. But still, to start living on a better footing, we have to bravely look at these tendencies that have been making us unhappy. So are you ready to push on? Okay. Another form of crap fit is justifying. I have to stick with the addict because if I leave, he might kill himself. Or if I leave, I won't be able to afford my own place. Or if I leave, his mom will be heartbroken. Or if I leave, he won't have benefits for treatment. Or I'll leave, but not until we take that vacation we booked for the summer. It's pretty obvious that we're scared to leave because of how we will feel. So we justify that by saying we're staying for some altruistic or practical reason. And justifying is a strategy we use sometimes on our own behaviors too. We have to use drugs. We have to cheat. We have to rage at others. We find reasons why in our case this kind of thing is okay or even necessary, which can make it hard to recognize how much we're limiting our own relationships to just those people who will crap fit to us. Do you see what I mean? Then just a little further down the crap fit continuum is psychologizing. I know he cheats on me, but you know his mother was abusive to him and he's just trying to get the validation he never got, blah, blah, blah. Or it's really hard for him to make a commitment because he has Asperger's, or his parents' divorce scared him, or he's just so independent, or his therapist says he needs space to heal, or whatever. Anything except a focus on the fact that we're totally counting on someone who cannot or will not commit. And again, we can avoid life by psychologizing ourselves too. If you have childhood PTSD, you can find a way to explain away any destructive behavior at all, if that's what you want to do. Here's another really common form of crap fit, fantasizing. This tends to happen more when we've been rejected by someone and cannot or will not accept it. So this huge relationship develops in our minds and becomes a sanctuary where we can go when the loneliness of our actual life is hitting us hard. And this can go on a long time, forever really, because so long as we have a fantasy mate, we are giving off a very unavailable, unhealthy vibe. And the only people who will be drawn to us, if we're fantasy addicts, are people who themselves are emotionally unavailable and either numb to the clues that we're not there, or they actually want a relationship with someone whose soul is not there. From fantasizing, it's a short road to mysticizing or spiritualizing. Now, spirituality is a good thing, but at times we can be tempted to twist it into a way of fitting ourselves to crap. So one example, when people talk about past lives, astrology, or soulmates. I promised earlier that I'd talk again about soulmates, right? Now, personal beliefs are just part of who we are and not a problem. But since real relationships exist in the real world in a very day-to-day way, a hallmark of a relationship that's not working is that it does not exist in the real world in a very day-to-day way. So if we find ourselves building up a non-happening relationship as something that does exist in a spiritual realm, we may just be crap-fitting. Some language that tips me off to crap-fitting is stuff like, I'm just staying in this relationship until I learn the lesson I'm meant to learn. Or, in a past life, it was me who cheated on him, and now I'm getting to experience what he experienced. You get the picture. If you're spiritualizing your relationship with someone who is not your actual, committed, real-life partner, and I mean, if they are less than the kind who takes care of you when you're sick and gives you birthday presents and returns your calls always, right away, well, then I would say they can't possibly be your soulmate. If there's such a thing as a soulmate, you'll know who it is because they are a mate to every part of you, body and soul. And so the painful truth is that if you want a soulmate, you're going to want to clear a space for that person to come into your life by not having these CRAPFIT projects filling up all the chairs at the table. So to heal CRAPFIT, the solution is good, wholesome reality. It's a cool drink of water. Reality may look scary, but it's where you already are. The emptiness you may be feeling right now in your life, that's the reality. The love you now receive in your life, that's also the reality. And reality may not have everything you want right now, but that's mostly because you just haven't been there to answer the door when it knocked. Reality is our friend. It tells us when there's a problem and it prompts us into action. And the job now is to stop being so good at fitting ourselves to crap. We want to be bad at it. We want to smash the whole dollhouse and make ourselves incompatible with situations and people who are unacceptable to us. It's scary, but you are going to love the freedom and fresh air you feel when you open up your life and let reality come in and be your friend. So I'd like you to go to your workbook now and take a look at where you have a history of crap fitting. And when you've finished, I'll see you in the next video.